The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But for Matt Breida, this is kind of an emotional game to be sure. He was signed as an undrafted free agent by these 49ers following the 2017 draft. And he had 3 good years for him. In fact, leading the Niners in rushing in 2018. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards.
44 yards on the play. And the Dolphins.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Gain of 11 on the play.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He was brought down.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to
Devontae Parker. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Nothing.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Mostert. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a gain of 34
yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Breida. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Is 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. J.J. Nelson, 76 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Now Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And the Dolphins.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Breida.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Throw to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
29 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
It's 2nd down.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
He can't, man. He's not going to get me. Here we go. 56.
Tua sets up to pass it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. J.J. Nelson in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now this will make it into the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Lets it go for Nelson. That's caught at the 25. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Mostert with a first down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards.
49-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. You don't know no better. 21, 21. 55 to mine. Check, 55 to mine. Stop your whining. 55 is mine, guys, 55. Right here, right here. 12, 12. 55, mine, 55.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because You have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is Jakeem Grant. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 8. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold with the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability, and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020. Started to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To his throw, going to find his running back, Breida. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
14. 1st down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
56 to mark, boys. 56.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
At the 6.
2 and a throw again. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football.
43-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Second and 10.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's going to let it fly. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. It's complete to Grant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now Tagovailoa. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw is Tua. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
41.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%